Hey guys!
Hey!
Hey, hey!
Hey, hey!
Hey, hey! So, I'm sorry guys, I had a little bit of trouble with my back. Maybe it was because of that gruesome tournament battle I lost.
Maybe. Or maybe it's just because you're old.
It could be because I'm old. So, but now I'm better.
I blame the snow.
I'm better. I'm able to move slightly. I can't be as sexy as I used to be, but we'll try.
I'll handle that.
So, what we're doing today is we found some time between Christmas and New Year's.
Yes, sir.
To do a little how to play Bolt Action 3rd Edition.
Yeah.
You know, just a short, nice video where we use two small forces. Just, you know, if you're new to the game, you wanna see how it's played without having too much stuff to worry about.
Yes, sir.
Just to get started.
Basically, what's in the starter box, except for the vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll include one vehicle.
Yes, sir.
Just to balance out the points.
So, if you've never played Bolt Action before,
this is very good.
Okay place to start.
Yeah.
We'll have a lot of names under the bases and stuff because we have some patrons that we need to do shout outs to.
Yes.
So never mind that if you're watching this.
Yeah, you don't have to put
rules.
names under your models, but you can if you want. It's cool.
Very cool
It's
to
very
have a personalized army.
Yes. So in this case, it's going to be a Ardennes 1944.
Yes, sir.
We have the Germans. You're playing the Germans this time.
Yep, yep.
That's going to be very strange for me.
And we're playing the mission Hold Until Relieved, because there's one objective, and if you hold it at the end of the game, you win the game.
Okay, cool.
So it's that simple.
Yeah. So, but the backstory is that the Germans they have an observation post somewhere along the Ardennes border or something, because they are expecting a push from the US.
Yes, sir.
And the US
are pushing.
They are pushing. They are coming with their own recon force, but these are just going to be two normal rifle squads or rifle platoons.
Yes, yes.
So
And
nothing fancy.
We're using some veterans and some regulars to show you guys the difference in the rules.
Yes.
And one soft-skinned vehicle just to have some vehicle rules.
Upgraded with an HMG.
Of course with a machine gun so that we can show you guys how penetration works.
Yeah, because we like to...
Oh no, I'm gonna get penetrated. Scheiße!
Let's show you the table. It's going to be a 4x3 and the forces we've picked out.
Yes, sir.
Woo! Nice. Okay, so here are a little over 200 points of US winter forces. They have been painted by our own Sindre.
Yes, sir.
Excluding this red truck because they go faster.
Yes, sir.
Totally unrelated. So we got our main man Jacint Ores.
Jacint Ores and Kenneth Jacobsen. That's your platoon commander with one additional guy.
My son loves Oreos.
Jacint Oreos.
Jacint Oreos.
Okay.
Jacint Oreos, my main man, our top contributor, the best guy in the world. He is leading the pack.
Yes, sir, with Kenneth Jacobsen.
Kenneth Jacobsen is his rear protection.
And they have a couple of rifles.
They have a couple of rifles. And they're a veteran.
Yes, sir.
Then we have a truck, don't
Yes,
we?
sir. And all the Americans are veterans for this scenario.
Exactly, that's what we said. But the truck is regular.
The truck is driven by Tor André Knudsen.
Yes.
And it's armed with a heavy machine gun.
Yeah, and that's this model is depicting a BAR, but this is just to tell you that it's a vehicle-mounted weapon. It's armed transport. It has a heavy machine gun.
Yes, sir.
Then we got Jonas Hjelm.
Yes, sir. He's commanding a 5-man rifle squad with one BAR. That includes Ribe, Habres, Chris King, and Mats Paulsen.
Wow. And lastly, but not leastly, we got a 5-man squad led by
Mr. Kobbevik. He's leading Ulvedalen, Pedersen, Greenheart, and Gandolfi.
Gandolfi! All right.
I don't remember who has the BAR, but...
oh, but the names are under the bases, so that's going to be part of the fun, right?
When we kill the guys, we check the base to see who we kill.
We're gonna see who we're gonna kill. But that is the US force, roughly 200-something points.
Yes, sir.
And we shall now take a look at the German forces, commanded by Commander Martin.
Me!
Whee!
So this is the German force. They are also painted by Sindre. And the infantry squads are regulars, but the platoon commander is a veteran.
And we did that to try to equalize the points as much as possible. So this
Yes,
is,
sir.
I think there's 5 points difference between our two lists.
Yeah,
So not too bad.
This is roughly 200 and a couple of points.
Yeah.
And the army is led by Patrick and Alan Sawyer.
Patrick is the new guy,
Yes, sir. That's the platoon commander with his assistant, Mr. Sawyer.
and Sawyer is a good old, been with us for a long time, and he even won the dice, didn't he?
I think so.
He did.
Then we have Squad 1, led by Lord Azeroth.
Lord Azeroth.
It's got Espa as the MG1, the light machine gun, Mr. Angel as the loader, and Andre and Torp as the assault rifle dudes.
Also known as cannon fodder.
Yes, sir. And in squad number 2, it's led by Mark the Cock.
The cock is with us.
It's got Ringquist on the machine gun, Backevall on the ammo crate, and Marco and Bökestad on the assault rifles.
Cannon fodder.
Yeah.
So those are the German forces. Only 3 order dice for me. The US have 4 order dice since they have the truck.
Yes, sir, but I get to deploy on the table, and you get to drive onto the table.
That's true. We're going to do, you are, like we said, you are in the observation post. You are trying to assess the enemy forces and check the lines.
Yes, sir.
And see where the Americans are going to break through. And the US are going to come with motorized, mechanized,
Fully mechanized.
fully mechanized squad. Everything is in the truck. So this can be interesting if you get to shoot at me first.
We're going to try to show you guys some rules, so hopefully we don't kill the truck right away.
Don't do it. I dare you.
We'll be back after deployment. Okay, let's start of round 1.
Yes, sir. And did you show them the table?
No, didn't you?
No.
Oh,
So this is the table.
this is on the edge of the Ardennes. We have deployed the German forces with the officer behind the wood. Mark the Cock and his squad is inside a wooded area. We'll get back to what that is later. And Azeroth is also with the majority of the unit inside the wooded area.
Okay, cool. So I am going to pull dice out of the order bag.
Yes, sir, and that's how you start every round.
Yes.
Pull an order dice from the bag.
There's a total of 7 inside, 4 US and 3 German. So we'll see who gets the first die and start the game proper. It's normally 6 rounds in bolt action,
Adds a little bit of pressure.
so nobody needs to hang back. Oh, it's German.
Nice.
Yes. What do the Germans want to do?
Well, with this order dice, you can issue 1 out of 6 orders.
Yes, you don't roll it.
You don't need to roll it, no. The order I'm going to give is the order of ambush.
Wow.
Because this squad over here,
Yes.
Lord Azeroth and the guys, they have a light machine gun which has a range of 36 inches. I'm not allowed to check how far they can shoot, but I know that 36 inches is roughly past the farm area over there.
This is 36 inches.
Yeah, from that edge to that edge.
So roughly down
Yeah.
here. The cool thing now is that since I'm driving a wheeled vehicle,
Yes, sir.
they cannot cross over these stone walls,
That's correct.
nor can it drive through the woods.
That's correct,
So
because
Martin-
the woods are rough ground.
Correct.
And in rough ground, you can move at half speed for your infantry, or roughly half speed. You can advance, you cannot run. And tracked vehicles can advance through it.
Yes, but not wheeled.
wheeled vehicles.
So he knows that I have to come over here.
Yes,
so
sir.
he has now positioned himself where he has a line of fire. He will give me hard cover from the stone walls, though.
Yes, sir. I'm going to shoot past an obstacle, and we'll get back to that when the shooting happens.
Yes, but there's one interesting thing we can look at.
Yes,
You
sir.
have positioned 3 guys in front and 2 guys in the rear.
Yes, sir.
Why is that?
Oh, now you're asking questions I can't answer. Well, this guy is the loader for the machine gun. He needs to be within 1 inch of his comrade. And I just positioned the guys like this because they fit there.
Okay, that's cool, because I
So
was...
there's no tactical stuff going on except for the loader.
But if the stone wall wasn't here,
Yes, sir.
what would you achieve by doing that?
By placing my guys like this,
Yes.
well then the majority of my guys would be at the edge of the forest, so that I could shoot out of the woods without giving you the benefit of the woods.
Exactly, because if a model is within 1 inch of the edge and shooting, so in this case, this guy, and this guy is not shooting through more than 1 inch of cover.
That's correct.
So if I was over here, I would have no cover.
Yes, sir.
As opposed to if this guy was back here, that unit would have the majority shooting through more than 1 inch of cover and give me cover.
Yes, sir.
So something to think about. Okay, anyway, let's pull on the knot. Let's pull the next die and see who that's it. That's part of the very cool thing about bolt action. You never know who goes first, so there's always that element of surprise, and you need to have a more solid tactic. You can't plan your whole turn at the start of the turn.
That's correct.
Cool. So it's me. Woohoo!
Okay.
Well, that's easy, isn't it?
Yeah, because you have your truck with all the flags on board. So if you enter with the truck, you enter with everything.
With everybody. Everybody's on board. And I'm actually thinking I'm not going to do what's called a human snap 2 action. That would allow me to activate more than 1 unit.
Yes, sir.
We'll show that later, I think. But for now, since I can only drive 12 inches with a wheeled vehicle,
yes, sir.
It could run 24, but I don't see... I like to play it like historically and correctly and blah, blah, blah. I don't see any reason why they, on a recon mission, would run into potential danger.
No.
So they're just cruising along, paying attention to what's going on around them.
Okay.
So they will get the advance order.
Yes, sir. And where are you advancing in?
I'm going to advance.
If you drive anywhere this unit can see you, since they are in ambush, they can fire upon any unit moving in their line of sight.
That's correct. So I will try to be a bit cheeky and position myself as far down here as possible.
Okay.
So 12 inches in, I'm going to put the order dice on the advance at the 12-inch mark.
Yes, sir.
So my truck can now advance from the table edge. This is what we call the first wave.
Yes,
so my guys are coming in on the first turn while you're already deployed. So you get the benefit of putting your guys into ambush, as you did with your first order, while I have the benefit of coming in where I want.
Yes, sir.
In this case, since everything is mounted, just to show you the differences between not mounted and include some cool stuff, I'm going to go like this with my vehicle. And you measure from the front here.
Yeah.
So you don't put it on the table and measure 12, you measure from the front
the table's edge
to the front of the vehicle.
All right, so on an advance...
Yes.
On an advance order, you can move and then fire.
Yes, that's very good.
And you have a heavy machine gun on the truck.
Yes.
That has a range of 48 inches.
Heavy machine, it's been upgraded from a medium machine gun to a heavy machine gun for the extra points. And that allows me to do some shooting.
Yes, sir. I don't think I'm within range with my squad.
I don't think so either.
I'm going to hold my ambush.
Okay, cool.
So...
But I will not hold my ambush, because when we drive up here with my guys...
On an advance, you can fire.
Yes. Tor André Knudsen is manning the truck, and he sees some white-dressed Germans in the forest.
Okay.
And he yells, "Germans, fire!" Right. So, we're going to go into action with the heavy machine gun. I just need to find my dice.
Some dice, I'm going to show you, the guys at home, that he's going to be firing through this ruined building. And that provides me with what is called hard cover.
Yes.
So if he hits and manages to wound my guys, I do get what we call an armor save, or a cover roll from this building.
Yes, but if the building wasn't there, you would still have a save, but that would then be a soft cover from the woods.
Yes, sir. And soft cover saves your guys on a 5 or 6, while hard cover saves your guys on a 4, 5, or 6.
Yeah. You could also react to my shooting.
Yes, sir. I could lie down and increase my cover save by 2, but I'm not going to do that at this point.
That's very cool, but because that would give you a hardcover save is a 4-up. If you then took your order die out of the bag and went down, you would have a 2-up save.
Yes, sir.
Which is extremely good.
That's the best you can get.
Yes, but since I assume you think that I'm going to miss a lot here, you want to have the ability to try to kill my truck after.
Yes, sir. Because a vehicle-mounted machine gun has only 3 shots, and everything shoots with a base of 4. That means that you hit on a 4, 5, or 6. Mm-hmm. But since you have moved,
it's 5s.
It's It's increased in difficulty.
Yeah. So in normal HMG, when you have it on a tripod or stuff that infantry bring with them,
Yes, sir.
they have 6 shots. It is insane. It has +1 penetration. We'll get back to that. But when it's vehicle mounted, you only get half.
Yeah, so 3 shots.
3 shots, and I need 5s because I have a base of 4 and movement.
Yes, sir.
So, rolling over here.
Okay.
5s to hit. Let's see at least 2 5s. No!
No hits.
No hits. But that's fine.
Did we check if you're in range?
No, but you said that I have 48 inches.
Yes, sir. So
and we know that the whole of this table...
Yeah. I know you're in range, but I want to know what the range is.
Ah, you want to know the range because you have assault rifles on your guys.
Yes, sir.
And what's the range of your assault rifles?
18 inches.
18 inches. So you're 26.5 inch.
26 and a half.
So 26 from that guy.
Okay.
Yeah. 26. So
Nice.
that means with an advance, you can move and shoot.
Yes,
that
sir.
brings you 6 inches forward.
So I'm with an advance. I'm still outside of range.
With your assault rifles.
Yes, sir.
Because they have a range of 18. So 18 plus 6, 24. But you do have that light machine gun.
Yes, I
that
do.
The Germans
and it's a
are
German
famous
light
about.
machine gun.
Yes.
And those have some special rules, which we'll get back to when we use them.
Hopefully not.
So now that he has done everything with that order dice,
Yes.
he pulls another order dice from the bag.
Correct.
And hopefully it's not a German one.
Do you want to have a German?
No, I think I want you to exit the truck.
It's me.
Oh, wow. So do you want to exit the truck?
So here's the thing. Should I have the comfort of staying in the truck and then be able to move closer before I exit my guys? Because my rifles only have a range of 24.
That's correct.
And we know that the range is 26 from the front of the vehicle.
Yes, sir.
When we exit, we like to measure from the actual bed.
Yes, sir. The rules say you exit from the vehicle.
Yeah.
Which means they could measure from the
Bumper.
bumper.
Yeah, but we like to measure it from the actual truck bed, which means that I have to deduct a couple of inches. So let's say it's 28 inches over to you. Mm-hmm. So I could move out, move 6 inches forward, and be within range.
Yes, sir.
At 22 inches for my rifles and my BAR, which has 30 inches range.
Yes, sir.
But that will also put me totally in the open.
Yeah.
I don't
So
think I'll be able to move.
Would you like to exit? You can also run out of the vehicle.
Yeah, I would
12 inches.
I would like to, but I can't run into forest. I could run into this. Maybe I should do that.
Yeah, you can run up to the building
Let's
and
do.
stay
You know
behind
what?
the walls.
That's a good idea, because I will have hard cover from over here. I will say to Jonas Hjelm.
Yeah.
He's gonna tell his guys that he is going to exit the vehicle and run up and take that building.
And we'll be back after you've moved your models.
Yes.
Hey guys, it's me, Martin. Svein has done finished moving his models, but I have said that I will unleash my ambush.
You tricked me.
Well, you wanted to exit the truck. I gave you the options. You chose.
But I forgot about these guys who are in ambush.
And it was like 1 minute earlier. Anyways,
That's how it is to be 51 years old.
this is where his models ended up.
Yes, I measured 12 inches from the bed over to the order die over here, and
sir.
I just ran them up. But you are allowed to unleash your ambush at any point during my movement.
Yes, sir.
Where would you like to unleash the ambush?
We're going to get as close as possible.
Okay, so
that
not
I'm
over here where you might not have range?
No. I want to be sure that I'm within range, so I'll let you move the whole 12 inches, and I'll shoot you there.
Yeah, and just to clarify, this is a ruin, and he has line of sight because there are, like, the walls are a bit broken, there are doors and windows, so he will have a line of sight to me, but I will again have that hardcover save, both from this wall,
and
but also from the
ruin
building.
itself.
But they don't stack.
No.
Cover saves never stack.
The range from my light machine gun is, you are within 24 inches actually.
Okay.
Of my light machine gun. And the assault rifles only have a range of 18, so they do not reach the target.
But this is very important information when you're playing the game. So make sure to have your opponent measure when he's doing his stuff and that you measure when you're doing your stuff. Because that tells me that if I move these guys even an inch forward,
Yes, sir.
he will have range with at least 2 of those assault rifles.
If I move 6 inches and then shoot. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
because it was 24.
So I'm just going to move the die to the side and I'm going to roll in the middle.
Okay, so you got a rolling pen. You
Yes,
know what?
sir.
This looks like a fish.
I know. It's a fish farm.
It's a fish farm. Okay, cool. So how many shots? What can you shoot with?
A German machine gun has a base of 4 shots, but 1 additional shot for being German.
It has a special rule called blah 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 buzzsaw.
Yeah. So with 5 dice, I'm going to try to shoot you guys, and everything hits on 4, 5, or 6 because I have no penalty for movement, and I'm not pinned, as we'll get back to after I've shot.
Yeah, you might hit something.
Yeah.
So you need force to hit, but I will get those cover saves because you're shooting over hard cover. But you're
Yes,
only
sir.
allowed to shoot with the light machine gun.
Yes, sir.
So rolling 2 hits there.
Yes, sir.
The S&M Special Edition Limited Dice.
Yes, sir.
That means you got 2 hits on me.
Yeah.
But now you have to kill me.
Yes, your guys are veterans.
Yes.
And veterans are wounded on a roll of 5 or more.
How much do you need to kill a regular then?
4 or more.
What if I was inexperienced?
3 or more.
So that makes sense.
Yes, sir. And I have no modifiers to these dice.
This is the penetration we talked about for the HMG.
Yes, sir. So on a roll of 5 or more, you have to do some cover saves.
Okay, cool.
That's 1
You
injured soldier.
You roll a 5 and you actually score a potential deadly hit.
So now you can pick any 1 dice you want.
I pick the die,
Okay.
and a hardcover save, as we said, is a 4 up. And since they already had an order die, I could not have chosen to go down.
That's correct.
So 4 up to save a guy. It's a 2 up, so 1 guy dies.
Wow.
But
I will also give you one of these.
yeah, regardless, if I had saved that shot,
Yes, you would still get this because I hit you.
and what does that pin do?
This is a pin marker, and it reduces the effectivity? I don't know the word.
Effectiveness of the squad?
Yes, sir. So now if you want to give them an order, you have to test their morale before you can issue that order.
To see if they actually dare to enter the combat again.
And if you don't roll within the parameters, they just lie down, huddle, and don't do anything.
Correct. So, we lost the guy.
Yes, sir.
Now comes the fun part, because we're going to pick one of them, and as we mentioned, we have some names on there. This is not something that is normal to the bolt action game, nor do you have to name your models. You know what? You can pick one guy since you killed them, but not...
Can I do the one with the white helmet?
No, because that's my squad leader, so you're not allowed to take him.
Okay.
I could take him if I wanted, but that would be silly, because then they
Yeah.
would have even harder time of making that order test.
And I cannot choose a guy with the BAR.
You will not be able to choose him, because I will deny it.
I will choose this guy because he stands out with the little map.
Okay, so let's see who you wrecked. You wrecked Chris King!
Whoop whoop!
Chris King, my man! It was a short-lived adventure for you, but your name will be written on the tombs in...
On the bottom of a base. Do you want to move the flag to the unit so we remember that it's Jonas Hjelm and the boys?
That's exactly what I was going to do.
And I'm gonna-
to show them that they are now exited the vehicle.
Yes, sir.
And they are over here and getting close to the objective. How close to the objective do we need to be to capture it?
3 inches.
Within 3 inches.
And you need to be the only faction within those 3 inches.
Yeah, so if you also get within 3 inches,
It's a
it's
draw.
contested.
Yeah.
Okay, so next die up is
It's German.
you again.
You know what I'm gonna do?
No.
I'm just gonna move my officers
Yes.
into the woods next to the other unit.
Okay, cool. And they can move 6 inches into
Yes, sir.
the woods.
And then they have to get the advance order because they cannot run in the woods.
Can they also shoot?
Yes, sir. And I know that you are outside of range, so I'm not even going to try to shoot, but they could have shot.
Why did you put that rear guy behind instead of next to the other guys?
Because you need to have at least 1 inch separating each of your units, so that you don't mix up which unit is which.
Yeah, and a unit like the 5-man squad he has here has to be within 1 inch of each other,
Yes,
of another model.
Every model needs to be within 1 inch of another model in the same unit.
To have the unit coherency.
Yep.
So if, like for instance, in this case, now there's a model missing, the base is 1 inch, so we know that there are more than 1 inch between these guys.
Yes, sir.
That means my next order has to, if I move, I can't stand still and shoot as they are, but if I move, run, or an advance, I have to bring them back within unit coherency.
Yes, sir.
Next die.
It's American.
It's America. So I got the die, and I'm decided to let my next squad, which is Kobbevik, he's getting the down order inside the truck.
Ooh.
Does that mean anything?
Yes, sir. If you go down inside the truck, then you are just telling your opponent that the unit's going to stay in the truck, it's not going to exit, it remains in the truck until the end of the round.
Yeah.
And we pull the die again next turn, and maybe then they'll run out.
Maybe they will do something next turn, but for now, that unit won't do anything else this turn.
And there are 2 orders you can give a unit while they're inside the transport. That's the down order, if you just want to skip the turn, or it's a rally order. And a rally order is what you do when you have a lot of these pins, like this unit has, because a rally order removes all of your pins.
All of them. But you will, if you do like we talked about, the order test to activate them next turn, if you manage to make that order test, you remove that pin.
Yes, sir. So you can remove roughly 1 pin each turn, but if you start getting a lot of them, then it's really hard to do anything.
Yeah, but I have a question.
Yes,
Since I went down inside this truck, do I then get that cover bonus?
No, because I cannot shoot you guys inside the truck. I can only shoot at the truck.
Exactly.
Okay.
Very good.
It's you again, my friend.
Okay. I will take Jacint Urus and
That's
go
your
down.
officer?
That's my officer.
Go down. Okay.
He will go down. And that's just because I don't want to bring him out now. He can go out in the next turn, and then we'll show you another cool mechanic.
Or if I get the first dice, I will show you the German variant of that tactic.
Let's hope you don't get the first die. But you got the last
one.
one.
The last die is a German one.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I'm going to activate Mark the Cock.
Mark the Cock.
That's the
guy with the coolest flag of the gang.
Yes, sir. It's a 5-man squad with a light machine gun. Since they start their turn in the woods, they can only advance on the movement.
So you want to make sure that you're within range of stuff.
Yes, sir. So I'm just going to move them to the edge of the woods. A couple of guys will be outside the woods, actually.
Okay.
I can move all the way over here, but I'm not gonna. My light machine gun guy will be out of the woods. His loader will be in the woods. My officer will be outside, and these 2 guys will still be in the woods. So my majority is in cover.
3 guys in cover, and
Yes,
you're
sir.
shooting through less than 1 inch of terrain.
Yeah.
And please note that however you position the guys within the squad doesn't matter. They are, they ignore each other when they shoot.
Yes, sir.
But you can't shoot through your own model. So your HQ over here, for example,
Yes, sir.
could
Could
not
not
shoot
have
at
shot.
something over here.
That's correct.
Okay, cool. So are they now going to make a fire and sing Kumbaya?
Yes, sir. From this position, I will fire upon the guys behind the walls.
Oh, you want to give them more pins?
I want to eliminate as many as possible.
Okay. So do you have range with your 18 inches?
All of my guys are within 18 inches.
Very good.
That means I can fire 3 assault rifles. They have 2 shots each.
That's very powerful for
Assault
Germans.
rifles have no penalty for moving and shooting, so they will still be hitting on 4 or more.
That's amazing.
While the light machine gun will be hitting on 5s, since it has a penalty for moving and shooting.
Have you tried walking with a light machine gun like the MG3, which is the Norwegian variant?
Yes, sir. I have tried firing from the hip while moving. No.
I also did that, and do you know what I hit?
You hit something, but not what you were targeting.
I was hitting a lot of air right above me.
Yeah, I was hitting a lot of branches.
It was incredible. It's so hard to keep it down.
So 4 or more on the purple, 5 or more on the red.
Okay, so you got 6 shots on the assault rifles hitting on 4s. You got 4 plus the additional 1 for the hitler's buzzsaw.
Yes, sir.
So 5 dives hitting on 5s.
Yes,
the
sir.
loader cannot
cannot fire.
since it's loading. So I see a lot of hits.
So I'm just going to remove all the misses.
Yes, sir. You remember 5s and 4s?
So no hits with machine guns, actually.
That's pretty good. But a lot of hits, in my terms, are 3 hits.
Yes, sir.
So you are
I'm placing the pin.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I do.
And as last time you shot at them, you will wound them on 5, since they are veteran.
Yes, sir.
So let's see if we can make...
That's 1 wound or 1 injured soldier.
I do get that cover save
Yes,
of
sir. Because
4
you
up.
are in hard cover.
Okay, so 4 up. No!
Again, 1 guy bites the dust.
Okay, you can pick one of the 2 guys with the green helmets right in front of the pins here.
I'm going to pick this one to increase the gap as much as possible.
So I have to move a lot. Okay, let's see who that was who bit the dust. It was Dag Helge Dibe. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Martin kicked you out of the game.
I'm sorry, sir.
All right. That brings us into turn 2.
Yes, sir.
We'll be right back. Start of round 2. This is the situation on the battlefield. We got my truck with Jacint Oros and Kobbevik.
Yes, sir.
We got Jonas Hjelm and the boys taking some fire. They have lost 2 guys. Down, but not out.
Yep,
And you got 2 squads of lots of shooting ready. No pins,
sir.
no nothing.
But
and an officer.
I am advancing slowly because I'm stuck in the woods. But
so you can't run.
I still have 3 rounds after this one to make my goal.
Yeah, because the goal is to get within 3 inches of this
Yes, sir.
objective.
So the first dice in round 2 goes to...
Woo!
you.
It's me. I give you the camera. Hello there!
Hey, man.
So I got the first die.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna do an action, an order called human snap to action.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take Jacint Oros inside here, and
Yes,
he's
sir.
gonna tell Tor André Knudsen that he's gonna drive forward. He doesn't have any pins, so he can do that order without any issues.
Okay.
Okay? Then Jacint Oros is gonna exit the vehicle, and he's gonna shoot at your guys.
Okay.
And lastly, we got Kobbevik. He's also gonna exit the vehicle and shoot at your guys.
So the human snap to action order gives you 2 additional dice since you are a platoon commander, and you can issue orders to units within 12 inches or 6 inches.
6 inches?
6 inches.
Yes.
And since they're all inside the same vehicle, they are within 6 inches.
Yes. That's a platoon commander himself plus 2 units. If
Yes, sir.
you have something called a company commander, you can do yourself and 4 units.
Nice.
But the company commander is not in this game, so never mind that. I've measured up 12 inches of advance.
Yes, sir.
And a vehicle advancing can pivot 2 times.
That's correct.
A pivot is a 90-degree pivot. But since this, I'm just gonna show you. But normally you would drive and then pivot, and then maybe if you want to pivot again.
Yeah.
But you can only pivot from this to this.
Yeah, 90
So,
degrees
90
and from the center of the vehicle.
I'm gonna end up around here.
Yes, sir.
So that I can continue driving forward if need be.
Yes, sir.
And also blocking some line of sight, possibly to these guys.
Yeah, because I can't shoot through a car.
You can't shoot through this car, since you can't see them.
So that's your vehicle.
Yes.
You
Now-
have already told us that your officer will advance out of the vehicle to shoot, and
Yes,
your
sir.
unit will advance out of the vehicle and shoot.
That is correct.
Because you always have to state what you're doing before you do it.
Correct. So you can't move the truck and shoot and see how well it does before you do something else.
That's correct. And
So-
I don't have my ambush anymore, or else I would fire right now.
Yes, because you unleashed it in the previous turn.
But you have the heavy machine gun.
I still have
What
the heavy
is your target?
My target is going to be those guys down there.
Okay, cool.
And I know you would like to know the range. And
You-
again,
And when shooting, he's going to have a base of 4, movement 5.
yes. And now we're measuring from the weapon, which is over here.
Yes, sir.
And it's going to be 25 inches.
Okay, cool.
And that tells you that even if you move 6 inches forward, you're not going to hit the truck with your assault rifles.
That's correct.
Okay, cool. So, base of 4, movement 5.
Yep.
And that's 1 hit
One
with
hit.
each heavy machine gun.
These guys are regular. That means they usually get wounded on a roll of 4 or more.
Yes.
But since you have 1 penetration on your heavy machine gun, you only need to roll a 3 or more.
Correct. The penetration value gives you 1 additional chance or better result to kill. So 3 up, and that's exactly what we needed.
I'm going to try to save him because he is in soft cover, so on a 5 or more.
You could also... No! You save him! But you still get that pin. You could also have elected to take the die out of the bag and go down.
Yes, sir.
And then give yourself
increasing the cover by 2.
Yeah.
So now you're going to exit the vehicle and we'll be back after you've placed the first squad in the woods.
Yes. All right, so that is the truck done with its 3 HMG shots, managing to put only a pin on your guys.
Yes, sir.
But it's better than nothing. But now...
Yeah, because you're in the middle of the snap 2.
Yes. So we're going to move out my HQ.
That's your platoon commander.
And that, yeah, we can remove some trees.
You have pre-measured both the platoon commander and the squad.
And I move these guys first, as they will then not have to shoot past their own guys, which will be positioned here. So
yeah, because that's a rule. I'll just film my guys when you are moving.
Yeah.
Because these guys right here can't shoot through their friends. They have to have a 1-inch gap, and then they can shoot. So my guys back here could not shoot this way, but they could have shot this way.
Arthur. Okay, cool. So I move them. I'm keeping my 1-inch gap to the truck.
Yes, sir.
To
Separating your squads.
I will, however, give you cover since I'm shooting through cover, but you would have cover regardless since you are situated in cover.
Yes, sir.
So, but it doesn't stack.
But my guys, having the majority within 1 inch of the edge of the forest template, will not provide your my enemies with additional cover.
Correct. So if I'm standing here, if you shoot at me, I will have no cover.
That's correct.
If I shoot at you, you will have cover. But in this situation, since I'm in cover as well, we will both have cover.
Yeah. And
But,
soft cover is soft cover.
yeah, the point is, it doesn't stack. So we got 2 guys with rifles.
Yes, sir.
They have been given an advance order, which means they can move up to 6 inches and shoot.
Okay.
They have a base to hit of 4, and then 1 extra for the advance order, making it a 5 to hit.
Okay, I could then respond by going down with
Yes,
my
you could.
squad, giving me additional cover.
Yes.
But I'm not going to do that in this instance.
Okay.
Because I think 2 shots, I'll survive that.
Okay, 2 shots hitting on 5s. Maybe I won't hit at all. I won't hit at all.
No.
Okay, but now comes the big squad.
Oh.
So this is the 5 guys.
Okay.
And
so that's 5 veteran United States soldiers.
Yes, sir.
With 1 Browning automatic rifle.
Yes, sir.
So you're gonna have 4 riflemen. That's 4 shots, but 1 additional shot because of the American special rule.
Yes.
And then 2 shots from the BAR, so a total of 7 shots.
Total of 7 shots. I'm positioning the majority within 1 inch, so I'm not shooting through too much cover.
You know what?
And as you remember,
Yep,
this is a squad,
that's a squad.
and it's and it's commanded.
Yes, sir. That's Kobbevik, isn't it?
This is Kobbevik, that's correct. And we also have some names under here, so if there will be casualties on my end, we'll see who dies, and we'll see who dies on your end, because now we're shooting at the cock.
Yes, sir. Mark the Cock has his flag, because he is one of the top tier patrons. And if you guys want your name under the base or a flag, you can join us at Patreon/Tabletopbattle.
Yeah, patreon.com/Tabletopbattle.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes,
So,
sir.
I've just to visualize what we're doing, these are the 4 guys with rifles.
Yes, sir.
Then we have the BAR.
Okay.
Then we have the additional shot with the rifle since the US special rule.
And you're still hitting on 5s.
Yes, because we have base of 4, movement 5s. So it's pretty easy, pretty simple to play bolt action.
I will not respond by going down.
Okay, not again. Hiya!
Ooh,
Here we go.
3 hits, my friend.
3 hits, so that means you will automatically receive a pin marker.
Yes, sir. I'm just placing a die to remember that, and I will provide the pin marker between takes.
That's very clever. You can use these pin markers that Martin has applied here, or you can just use a small red die, which many people do.
Yeah.
All right, Then you are regular troops, are you not?
Regular hair infantry.
So you will die on 4s.
That's correct.
What if you were a veteran like me?
5s.
Okay, and if you were inexperienced?
The 3s.
So 3, 4, and 5 to die, depending on your professionalism. Okay.
Your veterancy.
Veterancy. So I hit you with 3 or potential 3 kills.
Yep.
So let's see if we can do some damage on 4s. Hiya! Nothing!
No.
So you were lucky over there, you didn't even have to take your cover save.
Okay, so... Oh, whoop.
How did that go?
Sorry, guys. So Mark the Cock and his squad is safe for now.
Yes, it is.
Do you have any more dice in the bag? Yes, you have 1 more dice in the bag.
Okay, so it could be you, could be me.
Shake it up, pull a random one, it's me.
Okay.
You know, that snap 2 stuff
Yes.
really got you pushing forward on the board.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to do the same thing.
Cool.
My officer is going to get an advance order, and he is going to give an advance order to the squad next to him.
But now you have a pin. How does that work?
Okay, if my officer, or platoon commander in this case, would have had a pin, I would have to roll an order test before I could snap 2. But now, since he is unpinned, this one goes automatically as a success. They can advance. But this other squad needs to do an order test when they receive the die, the command dice.
How does that work?
Well, okay. Every unit has a morale rating. And regulars have a morale rating of 9. So you have to roll 2 dice, and the total needs to be 9 or below.
Yeah. So your morale rating or lower.
Yes, sir. Inexperienced are at 8, and veterans start at 10.
Okay. So what does that pin do?
Every pin reduces the morale rating.
Okay.
So they go from a 9 down to an 8.
So you need to roll 8 or less than 2 dice to allow these guys to do something, even though they get an order from the officer.
That's correct.
Is there any benefit from the officer giving the order?
Well, not from the officer giving the order, but from having the officer close, you get a bonus.
How close can he be?
6 inches.
Okay, so 6 inches.
This close. And my officer is that close.
Does he have to be to a specific model, or is it any model?
Any model in the group.
Nice. So you're 2 inches apart.
Yes, sir.
So he can then provide some morale
He provides
bonus?
a bonus of 2.
Wow.
So that brings the 8 up to a 10.
So you're actually testing better than your guys are.
Yes, sir. I'm testing like veterans.
So officers are really good.
But the highest you can go is 11.
Because there's always a chance of doing a fail.
Yes, sir. A double 6 is known as a foobar.
What if I roll a double 1?
That's known as insane bravery.
Cool. What happens then?
Then you remove all your pins.
Wow.
And you get to perform your action.
Fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Let's see if you can roll that foobar. 2 6s, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 6s. No, I didn't.
No.
But I managed
7.
my order test. Then I remove 1 pin.
So if you had 2, it would go down to 1. You don't remove both of them.
Don't remove all of them. No.
So when you test again, you would still have to account for that pin, but it would then be only 1 pin instead of 2.
That's correct.
Okay, cool. So you made the test. They can now do their stuff, but you said that your officer was going to go first.
Yes, sir.
So what's he going to do?
They are going to advance.
Okay.
They can move 6 inches and then fire.
Is that the same for all infantry?
All infantry can move 6 inches, cool. Unless they have special rules like the Scottish infantry has.
Okay.
They can run further. But on an advance, it's 6 inches.
Okay.
So they're going to go up here. They're going to fire their assault rifles.
Wow.
Past this building right here.
Let me see.
Onto the guys in the woods.
Oi!
Oi!
Look at that. But
You know
here's the
what?
question.
I'm going to be like this.
Yeah,
so that I can see the most of your guys.
Yeah, because when you're positioned like that, you can see 4 of my guys.
Yes, sir.
And I'm just getting some partial cover from these guys, but that means I will not get cover from this, which is what we count as hard cover.
That's correct.
Which will improve my cover save.
Yes, sir.
But I will still have this soft cover even though I'm close to the edge.
That's correct.
So how many shots do you have with your assault rifles?
The assault rifles have 2 shots each, but they have a limited range, so only 18 inches.
Okay.
I am well within 18 inches.
Cool.
We are 10 inches apart-ish.
10 inches apart-ish.
And they do not have a penalty for movement, so they will still be hitting on 4.
Wow, that's really powerful, isn't it?
It is, and it also provides a bonus in hand-to-hand combat.
Wow.
But it comes at a price. The assault rifles cost an additional 6 points per man, and a regular soldier costs 10 points.
Okay.
So it's more than half a guy just to have an extra assault rifle.
So one regular Fallschirmjäger like this with assault rifle is 16 points.
That's correct.
Whereas one of these American guys with a rifle is 10 points.
10 points for a regular one.
With
but a veteran is 13 points.
Okay, but he is then not dying as easily.
That's correct.
Okay, so there are some benefits from doing one or the other, but
Yes,
that
sir.
will be up to you to find out when you start building your lists.
That's correct.
So, 4 shots.
Hitting on 4.
And that is 2 hits.
2 hits.
Okay.
But you're veteran, so I need 5s or higher to eliminate one of your guys.
Okay, 5 or more. Can he do it? No, he
kills.
cannot.
So you only receive 1 pin marker.
I do, and I will put the die here to remember.
All right.
Excellent.
Then I'm going to move the light machine gun squad.
Yes, what's happening
Mark
now?
the cock and the boys. They're also moving towards your unit, trying to stay behind the building.
Ah, so that's why you moved your officer first, because you want to shoot, from the same position, sort of.
Sort of. I want to be really close.
Is there a benefit from being really close?
If you are within 6 inches, you count as being in point blank range, and then you receive a bonus of 2 to your hit rolls.
Wow.
So without a penalty for movement, the assault rifles will be hitting on 2 if I'm within 6 inches.
That is very good, isn't it?
And I am within 6 inches, but not with the rearmost guy.
The rearmost guy.
And that's okay, because I have 1 light machine gun.
That's the guy over here.
The German light machine gun has 5 shots, but it does have a penalty for movement.
Yeah. So what would he need then?
He will need a base of 4, movement 5, point blank range 3.
Okay, so he needs 3.
And the guy in the rear will need 4, and the 2 assault rifles will need 2s.
Wow. What about this guy? You haven't mentioned him.
Oh, he is the... I believe I've mixed up the guys. It's supposed to be like this. The guy who stands out is the loader for the machine gun.
Okay, so he can't shoot himself?
That's correct, because he's just providing support for the machine gunner.
Carrying ammo and new barrels and stuff?
Yeah, helping him with the bipod and yeah.
Okay. Could he shoot though?
Not in version 3, but in version 2 he could shoot, but then giving the light machine gun another -1 to hit.
Okay, but in this version you have to use him if you have him.
That's correct. You have to use him as a loader if you have him, and he has to be within 1 inch of the other guy. You cannot choose to move him, to move them apart.
Okay, so they're sort of like a team. They work together.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have put out a lot of dice over here.
Yes, sir. Hitting on 2, hitting on 3, hitting on 4.
Okay, so assault rifles within super short range.
That's
or
correct.
Point blank. Hitting on 2s.
4 hits.
That's 4 hits.
Light machine gun within 6 inches, but he has moved, hitting on 3. 2 miss.
That is brutal.
And then 1 assault rifle at normal range, hitting on 4.
Force. Oh, wow! This is...
So that's a lot of hits.
Okay, but here is the thing. I already did something with my guys, so I could not have reacted to that by going down to improve my cover save.
That's correct. If you already have a die, you cannot go down unless that die is on ambush.
Then you can choose to remove
to go down and remove the ambush.
So that is actually something very unique with bolt action, is that you don't know when you can activate your unit. So you actually have to think a bit ahead.
Yes, sir.
If you want to position your guys in a specific place, because you don't know who will get the next die to do something.
That's correct.
So that's very different from other games where there is kind of I go and then you go. This is very, very different, and you have to think in a totally different way. So that was another unit shooting, so you flip that to 2 pins.
Yes, sir.
Since I've now received shots from 2 units.
And then I'm going to see how many of my 9 hits that injure your guys.
Yes, and then I can do my cover saves.
That's correct.
So 5
or more.
How many?
3 guys.
3 guys. How is my cover save on these guys when I'm in soft cover?
In soft cover, you have a cover save of 5+, so 5 or more.
If I had reacted, if they hadn't done anything,
If you decided to go down,
yes, if I took the dice out of the bag and put it to down,
you would increase your cover save by 2, making it a 3 or more.
Okay, so that can be something to keep in mind. Now I need to roll 3 5s to have my guys stay alive. If not, 3 guys die. I roll 1 6.
So you lose 2 of your boys.
I lose 2 of my boys. Now we'll see it's not fun. It's not fun. But it is fun. We lose. Oh, Eivind, you're gone. Sorry. And we lose this guy. It's Sir Greenheart.
Oh no.
Oh yes. Oh no. Okay. But they are still fighting. They are still there, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What if you had killed one more?
Yeah. If you lose half your squad or more from one shooting attack, then you have to roll a morale test. It's similar to the order test, but it has a different name, so it has some other rules that apply later. But if you fail that test, which would have been on an 8 or less in your case, but with a +2 from the officer, so 10 or less, if you had failed that test, the rest of the unit would run away.
They would flee.
And they would be count as being destroyed.
Wow. Okay. So giving out pins is important, and trying to at least eliminate half the squad.
Yes, sir.
Because that you will force your opponent to do that test.
We have a saying here at Tabletop Battle that pinning is winning.
Pinning is winning. Who gets the next
And I'm
die?
in it to pin it.
You have 1 die, I have 1 die left.
It's me,
It's
and
you.
then the last die goes to you.
Okay.
I will use my regular squad over here. And since they need to get closer to the objective, they will also get an advance order.
Yeah, because now you got 2 units within 3 inches of the objective.
Well, these guys are too far away, but you have...
Oh, this was the objective. I
Yeah,
was thinking the house. No,
the white flag.
Yes.
Yes, sir. They have 1 pin, and they're regulars, so I need to roll an 8 or less.
Now you don't have your officer within the 6 inches,
That's correct.
so no bonus.
That's
It's
a
a
9.
9. What happens then?
When you fail an order test like this, the unit goes down.
So they can't do anything.
It increases their survivability because
Yeah.
they now have 2 extra to their cover save, saving on a 3+ since they're in the woods. Yeah, but they go down, they can't do anything this turn, and they retain the pin to the following turn.
Nice. And that was Lord Azeroth?
That's correct.
I think it did that on spite, because you've been after him.
I could leave this down order at the end of the round and letting them stay down for an entire turn more, and then I could remove all their pins.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that in this particular case because they only have 1 pin.
Yeah.
Because I think I'll manage that roll in the next round.
Okay, cool. That means I
You have the last die
of this turn.
of round 2.
Okay.
Your final unit is Jonas Hjelm and the bicycle bandits hiding behind the ruined building.
Bicycle Bandits is from a previous campaign.
Yes, sir.
It's its nickname, who stuck. So I have 2 pins on these guys. That means I have to take an order test before I can do anything.
Yes, sir.
I have elected to give them the advance order, which means I can move and shoot.
Yes, sir.
I have my officer within 6 inches. I've measured that.
Yep, yep.
You cannot pre-measure, so you have to give the order and then check to see.
Yes, sir. And you said they were going to advance over here.
Yes.
And
Shoot at your officer team.
My officer team. Okay.
Are you ready to see if I make my test?
10 or less.
They are veteran with 2 pins, making it an 8, but then I get +2 from Yasid Uros over here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so testing on a 10 or less.
That's a 10?
A 10 or less.
You could have rolled less.
I could have rolled less if I wanted to, but I didn't. Okay, so I measured
An
up.
ongoing joke.
I measured up 6 inches, but it's from this guy over here.
Yes, sir. The guy behind the stovepipe thingy. Yep.
Behind the pipe. I remove 1 pin, still have 1. So he's going to move over here because this is important. He needs to be able to see both of your guys.
Yes, sir. And he can from where he is.
Then the next guy comes over here.
Yes, sir.
Now
Then
I have 2 guys seeing the majority of your team.
Yes, sir.
And then this guy who can only see 1 guy, but it doesn't matter as you will not have cover since the majority of my
That's
guys
correct.
sees the majority of
Bring
your
your
guys.
flag, bring your pin.
All right, we have a pin, which means you have a base of 4, movement 5, pin 6.
Okay.
I have 2 rifles, 2 shots, 1 BAR, 2 shots for a total of 4 shots, everything hitting on 6s.
And I cannot go down since I have an order with advance on it.
That is correct. This is the last action in turn 2.
Okay, where are you rolling?
Over here.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
6s. Woo!
Oh
Yes!
no!
2 6s.
2 6s.
Are they regular or are they veteran?
The officers are veterans.
They are veteran, which means they die on 5s.
That's correct.
But you don't have a cover save.
No cover.
So you have applied the pin, you do that regardless.
Yep.
5s to kill, and it's 1 kill.
1 kill and 1 miss. So I lose the assistant, and that's half of my squad.
Yes, how does that work?
So my officer, he has a morale of 10. He has 1 pin, that brings him down to 9. But he gives himself a bonus of 2, up to
so
an 11.
So he give it to himself.
Gives it to all units within 6 inches, and he is within 6 inches.
So it will be hard to fail that test. Then you need to roll double 6 to fail.
That's a 7.
It was not a double 6.
It's half of them. So he stays in the game, and he's gonna be here in round 3 as well.
But now he has a pin.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into turn 3. All right.
Okay, my friends, start of round 3.
Yes, sir. And there are still 4 US dice and 3 German dice.
Yes, sir.
What happens if a unit is dead?
Well, then we put their order dice to the side, and use that to count some kill points in case of a tie, or in case of a mission where killing is winning.
The main objective. Okay, but in this case, this is the main objective.
Yes, sir.
But if we both hold it,
then the total amount of order dice destroyed will be the tiebreaker.
fantastic. Okay, so let's see who gets the first die of turn 3.
3, yeah.
It's me!
Oh no.
Oh, you know what?
And either way, the die is removed from the bag when a unit is destroyed.
Yes, so you will not have the...
You will get less and less dice in the bag.
Exactly. I did a snap 2 again.
You want to do a snap too?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have no pins on your platoon commander, Jacinto Uros.
So he is going to get an advance order.
Advance, okay, cool.
He's going to yell to the guy inside here, manning the HMG, "Go into ambush!" So this guy is going into ambush. And
Okay, that's cool.
the reason for that, if these guys, for example, try to assault them,
Yes, sir.
I can mow them down. If these guys, because you have a little problem, these guys are in rough ground.
My light machine gun assault rifles guys.
Yes, they are in rough ground, so they can't run.
That's correct. They
And
have
you
to
need-
advance and advance and advance.
Yeah, you need to advance out of this one.
Yes, sir.
When you come out here, moving your 6, you can run the next turn because you need to get closer to the objective, I
Yes,
think. So if I put them in ambush, I also have the option of shooting at your guys when they have left the cover.
That's correct.
Very cool.
So it's a sort of a two-pronged defense.
Yes.
You can shoot. Oh, you can shoot me if I go this way. You can shoot me if I go this way. And if I start running with this guy, you can most certainly shoot him.
I can shoot something.
Wowee, that's cool.
Yeah, and these guys, they are just going to get a fire order since we know that you are within super short range.
On a fire order, you stand still and shoot, so
Yes.
you will not get a penalty for movement.
So let's try these first, as that is the most exciting.
Okay, they have 2 pins. They are veterans, but they have an officer nearby. What's the total, Svein?
The total would then be 10.
That's correct.
10 minus 2 pins plus 2 for the officer. So always keep your officers within 6, or if you have a company commander, it can be within 12.
Yes, sir.
And they give even a +4 bonus.
That's
so
correct.
officers in bolt action, very important. Okay, 10 or less
Where
for these
are
guys.
you rolling?
Over here. Ready? That's an 8.
That's an 8.
Very good. So I remove 1 pin.
Yes, sir.
How do I remove more than 1 pin?
That would be by issuing a rally order.
Or if I did that insane bravery test.
Yes, sir, if you roll a double 1. Yeah.
On an order test, you remove everything. But also you can give a rally order and then test on your full morale, which is 10 for these guys. You don't account for the pins. And
Plus
if you
2
make
for the officer.
Plus 2, but still only 11. That's
Yes,
the
sir,
max.
11 is the max.
And if I made that, I could clear all my pins. And that's something which is useful when you have received 3, 4, 5 pins.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got 2 shots with the rifles
Yes, sir.
and 2 shots with the BER.
What do you need to hit? We are at point blank range.
Okay, so my base to hit is 4.
Yes, sir.
Point blank range means it goes down to 2, but I still have that pin, so it's 3s to hit.
Okay, can I go down in reaction to this?
You can go down, but you will receive no benefit since I am within point blank range.
Okay.
If you were outside of point blank range, you would claim the same cover as you would inside a wood, for example, soft cover.
Yeah, from no cover increased by 2 to a 5 plus. Okay.
Yeah, so 5 up.
So I can't go down at point blank range,
Well,
then I will stay up and I will take it in the chest.
You can go down, but there's no benefit for you doing so.
Okay, then I will not.
But you would have benefit if these guys decided to shoot at you. So it could be something to consider.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 3s to hit.
Yes, sir.
Standing still with 1 pin. Super short range, or point blank. 3s. Yeah!
3 hits.
That is 3 hits, baby.
My guys are regular, so you are killing them on 4 or more.
Let's go. I feel lucky now. This is Kobbevik.
And I have no cover.
No cover, so if I manage to score 4 or more on any of these dice, they are just removed. So Kobbevik versus the cock. And this goes to Kobbevik.
2 casualties.
2 casualties.
All right. I'm going to keep my NCO, the squad leader.
That's very good,
I'm going to keep the light machine gun and the loader, so I'm going to remove Mr. Bøkestad.
Oi!
And Marco.
Marco Hallnes. Nice!
So these guys are placed over here with the rest of my casualty, which was Alan Sawyer.
Oh.
I forgot to tell you guys who was assisting the commander.
Alan was assisting, but now he's gone.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh, and I get a pin.
Yes, you get a pin, since I hit you.
Placing 1 pin on the...
And you would even get that pin, even if I didn't kill anything, you would still get that that pin just for being hit.
Yes, sir.
So that's them done.
And your officer is going to advance.
Yes, sir. He's going to move, and he's going to move 6 inches from where he's standing.
Oh, that way?
This way.
I thought you were going to go down here and really start mowing my guys down.
No, because I have a sneaky plan.
Always with the sneaky plans.
Always with the sneaky plans. So, this guy moving 6 inches.
Yes, sir.
And he has his friend over here.
Yes, sir. And the flag and the dice.
And the flag. This is Jacinturos. He can see past this chimney. Through the, if you go down and take a look, you can see through the hole in the wall there.
This hole right here.
Yes, sir. And I can have one of my guys.
You see it from here, but you can see it from there. So you can see this officer.
One of my guys.
Okay.
Because this guy is too close to my truck. It's a soft skin vehicle, which means I could be lucky and kill the driver with a hit.
With a bad shot.
Yeah, with a bad shot.
Because you have to clear a 1-inch gap.
Yes,
okay, that's so clever.
So we're gonna move, or we can't move any further. So it's gonna be 1 shot from this guy, and we have a base of 4, movement 5. So I need a 5 to hit your officer. The other guy is just pointing. He's over there. See him through the hole.
I will not react by going down.
Okay, so hitting on a 5.
Yes, sir.
And that's a 1.
Miss.
Okay, so lucky you. I was hoping to maybe take out your officer.
Who is this guy again? It's Patrick.
It's Patrick. This is Patrick. Okay, so now I've done my 3 orders. One of them is an ambush, which means I can do something with him when you move.
Okay.
Not if you just stand and fire. But that means if you don't move, you don't get any closer to the objective.
That's also correct.
Yes.
But it's a couple of rounds left.
There's a couple of rounds.
Do you want to pull a dice, or am I doing it?
I think I took the camera from you.
Yeah.
So, hello there.
Hello. I'm the next
It's
die.
you. It's you.
Oh, you know what?
I don't know what.
If I move these guys, you can shoot them with your truck. If I move this guy, you can shoot him with the truck, because he can also see through that hole in the wall.
Yes, sir. Hole in the wall.
So I'm gonna have to advance with these guys.
Wow, that's so nice, because then I can unleash an ambush with you outside cover.
That's correct. I'm gonna be outside of cover, but I can move up and eliminate the threat.
Maybe.
And if you don't shoot them, I can shoot the truck and destroy it so that my other guys can move freely.
You might destroy it.
So I'm going to advance forward.
You need to roll high to kill a truck with the assault rifles.
Low, because I'm regulars with 1 pin.
Okay, take an order test.
Yes, sir. 8 or less.
And that's
8 or less.
Okay. So, begin your move, and I will shoot when I am confident.
I'm moving over here, removing the pin because I passed the order test. When do you want to unleash the ambush?
You can just move the whole way, I think.
All the way up here?
Yeah, because if I shoot...
I could move over here, though.
Yeah, you could.
And be in some sort of cover. You know what? It's going to be over here.
Okay.
It's going to be closer to the wall.
Yeah, because
so
you want to have cover from these guys.
And from the truck, if you don't stop me soon.
Well, yeah, because you're moving one and one guy.
Yeah, the whole squad is going to move. So I'm going to end up over here with the majority of the guys behind the wall, I think. Like sort of this. Yeah, that would give me cover from the truck. Wouldn't it?
Yeah, but I would then want to shoot you when you are exiting the woods.
Yeah, sir. So you're going to shoot me over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that you don't get that hard cover.
That's correct.
So,
okay.
The HMG on the truck.
That's a heavy machine gun.
3 shots.
Yes, sir.
Having a base of 4 to hit.
Okay.
Let's see. Lots of force.
One hit.
1 hit.
So I get the pin back.
Yes, you do. Now, a heavy machine gun has a penetration value of 1, which means your regular guys don't die on 4s, they die on 3s. So let's see if we can roll a 3 or more. And we can.
All right, so I'm going to lose this guy then.
That guy then. Okay. So
and that was André.
It was André. André is gone. I'm sorry, André. Asrod is leading the pack, and he is now in a nice position having cover from these guys. But...
Yes, sir, but I got that pin. So now I'm moving, and I have a pin, so I'll be hitting on 6.
Yeah, because you gave them an advance order, so you can shoot.
Yes, sir. I'm going to shoot at Jonas Hjelm and the boys.
You're going to shoot at these guys?
Yes, sir. They are going to get some hard cover from these fences, but they might be within assault rifle range. Yes, they are.
They are, and they don't have that penalty for moving.
That's correct.
So then you'd only take into account that 1 pin you got from me shooting at you.
That's correct.
But you don't have to take an order test now.
No, because the order was to move out of the woods. I passed that and removed the pin. Then I got another pin later.
Because of the ambush.
Yes, sir.
But that makes you shoot a little bit worse.
Yes, sir.
All right, so how do you want to do this?
The light machine gun has penalty for a pin and movement, so it will be hitting on 6.
Okay.
No
Those
hits.
6s?
The assault rifles, 2 of them, 2 shots each with no penalty for movement, but 1 penalty for having the pin.
So 5s?
Hitting on 5s, yep. That's 1 hit.
That's a cock, you can re-roll that.
1 hit. That gives you another pin, and I kill one of your guys on a 5 or more.
I'm veteran.
No kills.
But if you had managed to score that kill, I could have rolled my cover save of 4 up from hard cover.
Yes, sir. The best cover you get.
Yes.
Unless you go down or have some skills. It's me.
It's you again.
You know what?
I unleashed my ambush, which means I flipped this die to a fire.
Yes, sir.
That means that your guys over here are no longer threatened by the truck.
I'm going to do a snap 2.
Okay, with your officer.
My officer will advance, and these boys will advance.
Okay, so Patrick and the cock, what are they going to do, and which guys are going first?
Well, he has a pin, so I have to pass the order test to be able to snap 2.
Oh wow, so they might not do anything if he fails.
If he fails, I put this die back in the bag.
Nice. So what do you need?
He's a veteran with 1 pin, but he's got a bonus of 2, so testing on 11.
And that's a 6.
That's a cocked dice.
Couldn't be any worse than 10.
That's a 10.
You make it.
Woo! So he removes the pin. He's going to advance.
Yes, sir. Where is he
But
going?
I'm testing for these guys. They are regulars with 1 pin, but they are within 6 inches of an officer, so they are testing on a 10.
Yes, sir.
They pass that roll.
They pass as well. So pin removed.
6s.
So many 6s. That's what you get when you roll S&M special dice.
Yes, sir. Now that you have moved your officer away from your truck,
yes,
I'm going to put a bit of pressure on you.
Okay.
Because the truck being a soft-skinned vehicle and a transport at that, it will be destroyed if it ends the round closest to an enemy model.
Oh no!
So I'm going
and I only have 1 unit left to move.
That's correct,
So
my
you're
friend.
going to force me to have to move towards my truck.
Yes, sir.
That's a sneaky
Away
play.
from my reinforcements.
That is a sneaky play.
I'm a sneaky git. So I will move this light machine gun guy as far as he can up here.
He cannot be within 1 inch
That's
of my...
correct, but he is now in the woods.
Yeah. Could you assault the truck? Is
Yes,
that something?
sir, I could, but assaulting a vehicle is it's a risky move because
You're not guaranteed
you're
to
not
hit it.
guaranteed to do some harm. But now I'm moving my dudes
But now you
so that
know.
they are at super short range or point blank, as it's called. Just gonna make some room here. So they're in the woods.
But now you know that you are closer to the truck than me, and that also makes me having to make that choice, because if you kill the truck,
Yes, sir.
then these guys could just move forward and shoot your guys without any issues.
Yes, sir.
But what you did now is that if I want to shoot at these guys, I actually have to go down here to
Yes, sir.
clear that 1 inch gap from the truck,
That's also correct.
which then again puts them into a line of fire of these guys over here.
Yes, sir.
So, well played.
Now they have advanced.
Yes, sir.
Then they will fire their weapons upon Kobbevik and the guys.
Kobbevik and the boys.
I have one light machine gun,
Yeah.
one loader, and one assault rifle NCO.
And no pins. So you have a base of 4 to hit, 5 because of moving the light machine gun.
Yes,
but
sir.
then you are within point blank range, making it a -2. So 3 in total for 5 shots.
That's the red dice.
And then you get hitting on 2s on the assault rifles,
That's the purple dice.
since they have a base of 4 and point blank range, no penalty for movement.
That's
Assault
correct.
rifles are very good.
Very good. I'm
Okay.
gonna roll in the fish.
So in the fish, yes, in the fish. 3s and 2s. How many? Wow, I see a lot of hits.
Yes, sir.
That's
Almost all of them.
5 hits, my man.
But you are veteran. So
I am veteran.
I need 5s to do some harm.
Yes, sir.
That's
No
no harm.
harm, but I do get that pin.
Yes, sir.
Back to 2. A never-ending game.
And then the officer.
Yes, what's he gonna do?
Well, he's gonna move into the ruin.
Oi.
Oi. In through this door.
Yeah.
hiding-
Could he go through the hole I've been shooting at?
Yes, sir.
He could,
He's
yes.
gonna hide behind this wall, but he's gonna shoot out of the ruin.
Wow.
2 shots on your on Jonas Hjelm and the boys. We are outside of point blank range.
So you will hit on force because no penalty for movement.
That's correct. I'm gonna roll over here.
Okay. Oh, 2 hits!
2 hits.
That's gonna hurt. They don't have any cover.
No cover, but you are veteran, so I need 5s to do harm.
No!
Oh, I did some harm.
You get 1. All right.
There you go, sir. This is not the officer or the
That's,
NCO.
that's the officer with the,
Oh, yeah.
tan helmet.
Yes, sir.
So this guy. It's Mats Paulsen. I'm sorry, my man. You bite the dust. Did you give them an extra pin?
Yes, sir.
So now they now have 3 pins.
Yes, sir.
Wowee!
And that was the last of the German dice.
That it
So
was.
now it's you with the final dice for Jonas Hjelm.
All right. So my sneaky plan has worked to its fullest. You have expelled all your dice,
All of my dice are spent.
and you didn't kill anything.
Nothing is killed.
Well, you killed one
I
of these.
did pin a lot.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give these guys.
Yes, sir.
This is Jonas Hjelm, the bicycle bandit. He's gonna get a run order.
Oh no.
And what does that signify?
That you can move 12 inches or less.
Because my normal move is 6.
Yes, sir.
But on a run, you can double that.
Yes, sir.
Is there any other benefits from running?
If you run into base contact with an enemy unit, you are assaulting them in hand-to-hand combat.
And then you never
Or
roll
close
to...
quarters combat, as it's called.
You never roll to hit, you only roll to kill.
Yes, sir. It's very deadly.
Yes. There is one issue though, and you are...
I am within the woods.
No, you're officer!
Oh my! Ooh, sneaky!
Yes!
My officer is in a defensive position. He is in a ruin.
Yeah, and I am not able to run directly touching his base.
No, you have to like sort of run past the wall and maneuver.
Yeah, and that means you are able to hit first.
Okay.
So you get to strike first. If you were in the open over here,
Yes, sir.
we would strike simultaneously.
Yes, sir.
But in this case, I'm going to take an order test. They are veterans with 3 pins, which is a 7. But as you saw in the previous turn, I sneakily moved Jacint over
Yes,
here.
sir. Just a minute ago. Yep.
So he's within 6 inches and can give his +2 morale.
So you're testing on 9 or less?
Yes, sir, 9 or less. And that's a 6.
That's 9 or less.
So we remove 1 pin.
Yes, sir.
And then we just run. Now, here's an interesting thing. I told you that my sneaky plan had worked. If you didn't have an order die there.
Yes, sir. Since you are outside of 6 inches, I could, if I had no order dice, place an order dice on fire and shoot as you came running towards me.
So you could take the die from the bag and shoot your 2 shots with your assault rifle.
Yes, sir.
Hitting on force because you had to unleash that shot when I started moving.
Yes, sir. From where you stood when you started the move.
Yeah, and that's 7.5 inches away. So it would be outside of point blank. But if I were within point blank, you would not get that reaction
That's
fire.
correct.
But in any case, 7.5 inches running, and I'm going to run into
base contact with the building. Yes, sir.
Signifying that you will get to strike first with your guy.
Yes,
he has, as you mentioned previously, an assault rifle has a bonus.
Yes, sir. He is a tough fighter.
Yes. What does that mean?
I'm just going to mention a couple of things that don't have anything to do with the game we're playing right now.
Okay.
If my order had been on down,
yes,
I would not be striking first, then we would be striking simultaneously.
Okay.
And if Svein's model had been an engineer, we would also be striking simultaneously instead of me striking first.
Even though I was attacking through a building?
Yes, sir.
So engineers are very good for assaulting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what are you doing now?
Now I'm going to roll, since I have 1 guy, I have 1 chance of killing one of your
guys. But your
guys.
assault rifle has 2 shots.
Yes, sir. And I still only have 1 die for 1 guy.
Okay, so 1 die per guy.
But this assault rifle gives me tough fighter, which means that if I fail to wound your guy on the first roll, I can re-roll that die, increasing my chances of getting that 5 that I'm looking for.
Okay, so if you miss on the first roll, you can roll another one because you have tough fighters.
Yes,
But
sir.
what if you hit with the first die?
Then I just kill 1 guy.
Okay, okay.
Yes, yeah.
Cool. So you need 5s.
Yes, sir.
Let's see if you can do it.
No.
No, but you can use your tough fighter to roll again.
Yes, sir.
And no!
Then you have 2 chances of killing my guy.
Assaulting is so deadly, but it's also very cool.
Yes,
so,
sir.
I got my 2 S&M special dice, needing 5s.
4.
Five. Oh, you're a veteran. You're a veteran.
Yes, yes.
Needing 5s. But I was thinking about something.
Yes, sir.
You're in cover. Do you get a cover save?
Nope.
Because it's close combat.
Yes, sir.
All right, 5s. Can we see the 1 5? So if I roll a 5, you're dead. That's it.
That's it.
Wow! Let's go! No! 2 4. What happens then?
Then we continue fighting, but now we are striking simultaneously.
Woo! This is so
I'm
exciting.
going to grab a purple die, and you're going to grab some red die.
You still have the tough fighter.
Yes,
so
of
you
course.
can reroll. Oh,
So
wow.
We are rolling in the fish.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
No!
I'm
You can
going to
reroll.
roll again since
can
I'm
reroll.
tough fighter.
No!
No.
Then it goes on to another round of fighting.
Okay.
Let's see that fight. 1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
No!
Killing. I'm
You
going to
can
re-roll it
You can
for
reroll.
tough fighter.
Tough fighter is very good. What's happening? I need to swap the
I'm going to
dice.
swap out the dice.
Woo! Come on, 5s. Yeah! No!
I'm going to re-roll
You
for
can
tough
reroll.
fighter.
What's going on? What's going on? You know what? I'm going to swap to grey dice.
I'm going to use a red one.
Woo!
1,
5s.
2, 3.
Yes!
We kill 1 each.
Wow.
But
Wow.
I only have 1 guy.
Wow! Wow! You couldn't have done that even better if you scripted it like a Hollywood movie. Okay.
Wowie. Okay. I'm going to remove one of my models.
I remove one of mine?
remove one of your models.
But do I have to take a test then, since I lost half my unit?
You didn't lose them from a shooting attack.
That is correct.
So I'm removing this guy. I pivoted the building on the corner
Yeah.
so that I can place it
So you
back.
can reach him. But now I have a question.
Yes, sir.
I have 2 guys remaining. Which guy do I pick?
You picked the guy who is not an officer.
Okay, so I picked the BR.
Well, you can choose to pick the officer,
Yeah.
but then your morale is reduced by 1.
Okay, so I could take my officer to remain, or to have my BAR rifle.
Yeah.
But then my morale would be 9 instead of 10.
That's correct.
Since he's alone without his officer.
Yes, sir.
Um,
So,
I think I'm gonna do that.
Patrick, my man, and your banner is going over to the side.
Patrick died again.
Again.
I'm gonna say that this guy We know who it is. It's Jonas Hjelm, and it's very funny because Hjelm is the Norwegian word for helmet.
Yes, sir.
So Jonas Hjelm bit the dust. I'm gonna take him because I want to have those 2 shots from the assault rifles.
We're gonna leave his flag in memory of Jonas.
But the pins still remain.
The pin remains.
Okay.
And you're also gonna get one of these blue-colored pins to remember that they have 1 lower morale.
Yeah. So now I'm testing.
It's not a pin. It's just a token to remember that their morale is gone down.
So we could either say it's 10 minus 3, or we could say that it's 9 because of the blue pin.
Yeah.
Minus 2.
Just
to remind yourself or ourselves.
Okay. You survived a close quarter combat.
I did.
Now you get to dislocate.
Yes, and dislocate. I always call it dislocate.
Yes, sir.
But it's not dislocate.
You get to move the 6 inches to regroup.
Yes, and this is part of my sneaky plan, is that I'm now going to roll a 4 or a 5 so that I can get closer
I think you're
to
going
the
to
truck.
have to roll a 5, my man.
Okay.
Well, at least a 4.
To get closer to the truck than you are.
Oh, yeah.
Or equal distance, because I can't be within 1.
That's correct.
Nor can you.
That's correct.
So let's see a 4 or a 5.
Yep.
If I don't make it, I'm going to lose that truck.
Yeah.
So this could have paid off, or it could not have paid off. Here! No!
Yes!
Scheiße! That's German for shit.
Is it?
Yes. So, you know what? Since I can't make it
Since you can't escape, you can go to the hole in the wall.
Yeah, I'm going to move him over
into
here,
the
I think.
thingy. Do you want to be in the hole in the wall or not?
I don't want these guys to be able to shoot at me.
These guys over here.
Yeah. So I'm just going to position him here so that those guys over there can't see me.
And you keep your pins.
And I keep my pins, and instead of moving towards the truck, I just take a defensive position inside here.
Yeah. Clever girl.
Wow, that went, it went well, and then it didn't.
That went all the ways.
Yeah, it went all the ways.
I'm going to flip this over to 4, and we're going to clean up the table, and we'll be back.
With round 4.
At the start of round 4,
yes,
we're gonna remove the order dice from the truck.
So that's
giving it some smoke to indicate that it's now a burning wreck.
It's a burning wreck, and you have a break point there. So it's 1-1 in tie points.
Yes, sir.
So let's see who gets the first die in turn 4. I'm hoping it's going to be me.
I'm hoping it's going to be me.
It's you.
Yes.
No, crap.
Okay.
You can't snap 2 because you are no guys within 6.
I have no officers.
You don't even have an officer. Wow.
I only have 2 order dice, my friend.
What are you going to do then?
I'm going to activate Mark the Cock.
Mark the Cock.
And he is going to advance.
Okay. Closer to these guys?
Closer to your guys. So they're going to go around
this way.
The truck, and they have to keep outside of 1 inch.
But you now don't have to take into account that truck.
That's correct, because the truck is only a wreck.
Yeah, so now it counts as an obstacle.
Stand next to it like this.
How much you want?
Machine gun, loader, NCO with assault rifle.
Yes.
Bringing the flag and tagging your guys.
Yeah, I can't do anything here. I could, as we have discussed, take a down order, but it wouldn't give me any benefit since you are within point blank range.
That's correct.
So what do you need to hit these guys then?
Well, with the assault rifle, I'm going to be hitting on 2 because I am at point blank range. And with the light machine gun, I will be hitting on 3 because I have a base of 4, movement 5, but point blank down to 3 again.
But you only have 2 guys that can shoot.
Yes, sir, but that's a total of 7 shots.
That's, a German rifle squad, or...
a German squad with a machine gun
is very good.
That's a lot of shots.
Okay, so you have hitting on 2s, hitting on 3s.
That's correct.
I see some hits and some misses.
See 3 misses.
Very good.
Your officers are veterans, so I need 5s to harm them.
Can you roll 5s in the fish?
I think so.
No, that's 3 of them. I don't even have 3 guys. So you just removed Yasin from the game.
Yes, sir.
And who was with him?
I don't know.
That was Yasin. And then Kenneth Jacobsen is gone.
Hey!
They are gone. can you now do a dislocate move, as we like to call it?
No, because I moved in and fired. I did not assault your guys.
Okay, okay. That was really bad for me.
That was really good for me. But you're up next, man.
I'm up next, then it's gonna be me. Me! Alright, so we have Kobbervik.
Yes, sir.
He has to take a test because he has 2 pins.
We have moved all the trees that were here because he was measuring how far he could go.
Yes.
He's trying to advance here.
Yes, having to take that test, they are veterans with 2 pins, which is an 8. I have no officer.
That's correct.
Strangely enough.
We have no officers.
It seems like officers are a target in this game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And weren't they in the real war as well?
Yes, they were.
They were. So, testing on 8, because they're veteran with 2 pins.
Yes, sir.
That's a 10!
So that
They
means
failed their test!
they stay where they are.
No!
They receive a down order,
No!
increasing their cover save by 2.
No!
Yes. Yes.
No!
Yes. Those are the rules.
No! That's horrible!
Oh, wow. That's horribly good for me.
That's horribly good for you. So always keep your officers at bay. Okay, there are 2 dice left. One
sir.
of mine.
That's Jonas, the bicycle bandit.
Yes.
And it's
Lord Astronaut.
my guys.
Okay, so let's see who gets it. Do you want it?
Sure.
Okay, let's see. It's me.
Okay, cool.
So you get the last die of turn 4.
Last die for the last guy.
I am gonna find me 2 red dice because I'm going to
You
advance
can
my
use
guy.
the green Warhammer dice if you want to.
I can, but they roll awfully bad. So this guy...
Because, yeah, this guy has 2 pins.
Yes.
And he's lacking on NCO.
So let's see if that comes back and bite me in the ass.
Starting on a morale of 10, reduced to a 7.
Yes, because we're missing our squad leader. So, testing on a 7, because I'm veteran, with the 2 pins and 1 missing NCO. And it didn't bite me in the ass.
Wow.
I made it on a 6. I still removed the pin.
Yep, yep.
And the reason we use a blue here is because this does not give me a negative modifier to shoot.
That's correct.
So, I'm just gonna advance him so that I can see your guys out here.
These boys?
Yes,
No!
sir. Yes, sir.
But they have pins already.
They do, and they're gonna get a couple more because I have my BAR and it has 2 shots. Can I see them through here?
Yeah, yeah, you can see most of the guys through that hole. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Excellent. Do you get a cool shot from where you are?
From behind my guys. It's very dark on the camera. I'm zooming slowly. And there's a guy in the window.
It's Jonas. No, it's not Jonas. Jonas
It's not
died.
Jonas. It's the last survivor of Jonas Hjelm's unit.
But he's a very, very hard nail, tough nail, and he has a base to
Is
hit.
it nail pounder?
It's
Have
nail
you checked?
He has a base to hit on 4.
Yes, sir.
He has a pin that's 5.
And he has moved.
So that's 6. Even if he had 3 or 4 pins, it would still only give him a 1 negative
Yes, sir,
modifier.
because it's 1 penalty for being pinned. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So I need 6s to hit.
Yes, sir. You have 2 shots.
Let's see if we can make it. 6! Oh yes, I did it! I rolled a 6.
Yeah, you did, man.
That means you get another pin, which is very important.
That's really,
true.
really bad.
I can trace a line, seeing most of your guys
Yes,
outside
sir.
of
You
cover.
are killing 1 guy on a 4 or more.
4 or more. Yes! It's a 5.
You know what?
you lose it now.
I'm removing my loader.
Yes, you can do that. That means your light machine gun is shooting with a -1.
Yes, sir. But since I'm also always shooting on the move, I think that's gonna work out in the long run. I think
In the
because
long
the assault rifle will still have 2 shots.
Yeah, and they are good.
So okay,
So that
2 pins.
That concludes.
No,
No, it's you
yeah.
guys.
So these guys, they're gonna have to test on a 7.
Yes, can you do that? Can you also fail a test? You did it before, didn't you?
If I rally, I'm testing on a 9. But I don't think I can reach the objective if I use a whole turn to rally.
Okay, there are.
I've already
there are
failed my order test once with these guys.
Yeah. So now you have to do some thinking.
Now I'm gonna have to gamble.
This is some gambling going on. It's 2 turns left after this.
Yes, sir.
I think if you run, you might end up over here-ish.
Yeah, if I run and advance, I can make it. But if I make this order test, I can advance, 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 and get to shoot 3 times on my way there.
That is true, because you can't shoot when you run.
Testing on a 7 or less.
Okay, so you gamble trying to take that order.
Oh, yes.
Fail. That's an 8.
That's an 8. So they go down
Again.
yet another time. And next turn I can't rally anymore because now I have to run.
Now you have to try that test
Wow.
again. Winning is pinning. No, pinning is winning. Turn 5.
Starter turn 5. Second to last round.
Yes, it's 4 dice left in the bag.
Yes, sir. 2 of mine, 2 of thine.
Yes, so 2 of mine, 2 of thine.
Thine.
Okay, let's see who gets it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's me!
No!
Yes, I don't have an officer, but I have to take these guys because these guys over here, Mr. the Cock, is a very big threat to me.
Yes, sir. And the Mats Skåbevik is a really good
Threat to you. To me. I do have to move some trees to be able to move them.
Yes, sir.
I also have to make a test.
Yep, yep.
The problem here is I have to move to be able to clear a clear line of shot.
Yeah, because you don't want to give me hard cover.
No.
So you need to see 2 of my guys with 2 of your guys.
10 minus 2 pins is 8.
Yep, yep.
And that's an 8.
That's an 8. You could have rolled lower, but
could.
An 8 does it.
We like to make it interesting.
We're telling that joke every time.
Every time. So just moving
So
some
you can move all the way to the edge over there.
Yeah, I can move all the way to the edge, which means I will be in super short range.
Point blank.
That's also what they call it.
With at least 2 of your guys.
Yes, sir.
You still have 1 pin.
Remove 1 pin, still have 1 pin, which means my basic 4, movement 5, pin 6, but within 6 inches of you, gives me that glorious 4 to hit.
Yes, sir.
I have a BAR.
Does it matter that you're shooting me from behind?
No.
Sadly
it's not.
-1 for the rear or something?
Sadly not. It should have been.
When armored vehicles hit armored vehicles from the rear, they get a bonus to try to kill it.
Yes, but that's for the next video.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Not the next video.
No,
but
not the next, but the next how to
later
play
video.
video.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but for now, 2 shots with the BARs, 2 shots with the rifles.
Yes, yes.
Making it 4. And I also need 4 to hit. Rolling over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
2
That's
hits.
2 hits.
I get a pin.
Yes, sir. Killing you on 4 since you are regular.
Yes, please. Or no, please.
1-4.
1 kill.
So you lose 1 guy at least.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna remove the light machine gun dude.
The light machine gun.
Yes, sir.
What is your reasoning behind that choice?
Well, he has 5 shots,
Yes.
but if I remove the loader, he's gonna be shooting with a minus.
Permanent minus, so he will be hitting on a base of 5.
Since it's only 2 turns left, I'm going to be on the move since I want to be closer to the objective. So I'm keeping the loader with the assault rifle. So I still get 2 shots, but no penalty for the movement.
Very good, very good.
Is that logical?
Yeah, it's very logical because the light machine gun would have a -1 because it doesn't have a loader if you pick that.
Yes, sir.
Because you didn't want to lose your NCO. So bringing his base to hit is 5, and then if you move it's 6. If you still have a pin, it's 7. How do you roll a 7 on a d6?
I'll show you if I get the next dice.
Okay.
Because these guys over here, they kept the machine gun but lost the loader.
Yes, they did.
So
We have some interesting scenarios developing on the the Western Front.
it is me.
It's you.
I'm going to try to activate these guys.
All right, these guys.
They're going to try to advance.
Okay. So they have a regular with 2 pins testing on 7s.
Yes, yes. Rolling in the fish.
In the fish. That's 6.
Whoop!
It's half insane bravery. Half 11 insane bravery.
Yep, yep.
But you only remove 1 pin.
Yep, yep. I did that. I removed the 1 pin. So they're moving up here.
6 inches of advance,
Yes, sir.
which allows you to shoot.
Yes, sir.
Now the interesting question here is, are you within super short or point blank range of my guy? I think you are.
I am with the first guy, but not with the light machine gunner.
Okay, so there can be a difference. How does that work? Well, we already saw that.
Yeah.
We saw that when you were moving over here, trying to shoot at these guys.
I have 1 assault rifle on point blank range. I have 1 assault rifle on normal range.
Okay.
And I'm going to do the light machine gun first, since that's a rule we want to show you guys, if I manage to roll a 6.
So you have a base to hit on 4.
Yes, sir. Movement 5. 1 pin 6. But I don't have a loader, so it's a 7.
And show us how you do that.
If I first roll a 6, I need to confirm that hit.
Okay, so can you roll a 6?
Yes,
He
sir.
rolls
A couple.
2 6s.
But for these hits to hit, I need to roll another 6.
Okay, so the other hits, the other results, they don't matter. That was a miss.
That was a miss, that was a miss. 2 potential hits.
Oh, he scored a 6!
So first a 6 and then a 6 following that. That is 1 hit.
Okay, so 6 followed by 6 is 7.
And it's possible.
What if it was an 8? What if you needed 8?
That no, a 6 followed by 6 is the worst possible shot you can have.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so you didn't have to roll 6 followed by 6 followed by 6.
No, no, no.
Okay, so 6 followed by 6 is the same as needing 7 or more.
Yes, sir. So that's 1 hit from the light machine gun.
But I am a veteran.
I still have some assault rifles.
Oh, you're gonna shoot with more?
Yes, sir. 2 assault rifle shots from the guy at point blank range. With 1 pin, he's going to be hitting on 3s.
Yes. Or no?
That's 1 hit.
Oh, one more.
And the other assault rifle at normal range with 1 pin is hitting on 5s.
5s. Oh my lord, look at all those hits.
So 4 hits on your BAR guy. I'm pounding some lead into him.
Pounding some lead into him, and he is a veteran,
He's a
needing
veteran.
5s.
That's a 6.
That's 1 6, it's a kill, but can I make the
You're in
Covenant
hard
cover
cover.
save?
So on a roll of 4 or more, you're still in the game. You get the pin no matter what.
And if he was down, could I take out a die and give him a down order?
No. Well, you can go down if you want to. But
Yes.
since I have one of my guys within 6 inches of your guy, you don't get any bonus for it.
That's correct. But the point was more, could I decide to do it now?
No, no, no. That's
You already
when
shot.
I shoot.
Yes,
Or
so you have
when
to
I-
risk.
Before I measure range, when I say I'm going to shoot at your guys, then you decide to go down.
Okay, so then it would be a risk because maybe you would miss everything, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I am not down, which means I only have a 4-up save. If I was down, I would have a 2-up save.
Yes, sir.
So
I
let's see.
only have a 4-up save.
Well, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can roll in the fish. Yeah! No! I wouldn't even have saved it with a down order. Wow.
So I'm
Who
gonna
did you
remove
kill?
a guy. I have no idea.
Who is it?
It's Habres.
Gerald Habres, you killed
I
our
thought-
American.
I have thought this was Mr. Nail Pounder all along.
I'm not sure Nate Pounder is with us.
Gerald Habres. Wow.
Wow.
Uh,
That gives you another die in the scoreboard, don't it?
yes, sir.
3-1, but the important thing is to be closest to the objective.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna need a minute to think about some tactics.
Cool. Start of turn 6, and it's gonna be... Well, I only have 1 die left, don't I?
It's a German.
It's a German. Well, of course, you have double
As
the
we
dice.
usually say, it's a me.
What do you want to do with your 1 die?
I really want to kill your guys,
Yeah?
but you are in soft cover and
I'm veteran.
you're veterans and I only have 2 guys. I need to be sure that I can manage the objective, so I'm actually going to run with my guys.
You're gonna run. You're not gonna shoot. Oh, I see what you're doing.
I'm going to try to run.
I see what you're doing.
I'm testing on an 8.
I see. I will explain. I will see if I understand what you do. That's a 7.
Oh, it was almost a 10.
Almost a 10. You make it on a 7. You need an 8.
These guys, they're running
all the way
behind
around.
the building and over to this corner. Yeah.
Okay, so around the building here and to the corner. And I see what you're doing because now we're playing the objective. For you, you could have gambled on killing my guys over here, but they have a cover save and they die on 5s.
Yes, yes.
And you've only managed to kill 2 of my 5 guys during the whole game.
Yep, yep.
So the odds are not in your favor right there. But what you're doing now is that you're moving these guys so that you have the objective with 1 unit.
Yep, yep.
If you manage to move these guys over to the objective, you will win because you have more guys at the objective.
I actually think that it's to having guys within 3 inches or not.
Okay,
So if you are
I
within
manage-
3 and I'm within 3,
It's
it's
a
going to be
draw.
a draw even if I have 2 squads. within 3 inches.
But you're still gonna win because you have killed more guys.
That's the tiebreaker.
Wow.
So, and my plan is that if you manage your test, you have to move closer to the objective.
Because I'm not within 3 inches now.
And then you might be open to these guys for a counterattack.
Yes. So that's pretty,
Either by
pretty clever.
running into assault or moving and shooting.
Pretty clever. So it's not always about shooting your opponent, but doing those clever moves, forcing your opponent to do something.
Yes, sir. Are you ready for the
Second die?
final dice?
Now it's 50-50.
It's you.
Oh, I'll give you the camera. All right, Kobevik and the boys, they have to take a test. But if I make that test now, I don't have any pins.
That's correct.
So maybe maybe you should have shot them so that I would fail my test, because then I wouldn't have been able to even get to the objective.
Let's see.
Okay, so testing on a 9. Since I'm veteran with 1 pin, it's a 9! If you gave me 1 more pin, dude, you would have won.
So
wow.
Removing that pin.
Wow. That's so awesome. Okay, I measured up since we decided before we started shooting what I was going to do.
Yep.
So I'm now moving my guys up to the die.
Yep.
Trying to get some hard cover from your guys coming over here. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it. And I am going to shoot at these guys. Now, all of my guys can see that guy outside of cover, but they can't see this guy outside of cover.
No. He is really hiding behind the wall.
Yes. Which means I have my 2 basic rifle shots and 2 shots from a BAR.
What's the range to the closest
what's
guy?
the range? I'm pretty sure we are within 6 inches.
Yes, sir. You are within 6 inches.
Everybody within 6, which means we have a base to hit of 4, movement 5, and point blank range. Hitting on 3s because of that +2 modifier.
Yes, sir. Where are you rolling?
Over here.
4 shots, hitting on 3.
Let's see them, baby. What? No! 2 ones!
2 hits.
Wow.
So I place a pin at my guys, and then you can injure them on a roll of 4 or more.
4 or more. I need to kill 2 of them. At least 1. 4! Yo! Only one! Only 1!
I have hard cover on a 4 or more.
Whoa. Don't save. Don't save. No!
I saved
You save it on a 6! Wow.
Thanks, man.
Wow.
Thank you, sir. But now you are within 3 inches of the objective.
I am, definitely. And you have 1 squad left.
And it has pins, and it's lacking the... Can I have dice, please? Thank you. And it's lacking the loader for the machine gun. Yeah, just getting the dice from the bag.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to advance, because I'm outside of 12 inches, I think. So I'm gonna try to advance further along the fence over here and shooting your guys.
Yeah, because
Hopefully
if you were within 12, you could assault them. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Because when we're in the open like we are now, we are fighting simultaneously.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna try to advance.
Yeah, that's the safer thing. If you advance and shoot them, that's the safer.
Yeah, I could risk trying to assault, but then the game would end in a draw, and I would get a minor victory for getting the tiebreaker.
You have a chance of winning, but you need to be able to make that test and get a clear enough line of fire.
Yeah, so testing on an 8.
That's a 6.
Good. Removing the pin, moving my guys.
Okay, so that means your light machine gun now is hitting on 6s instead of 7.
Can I just check the range to see if I could assault?
Yeah, I think you could.
Oh, I couldn't. I could.
You could? 1 guy was within?
I think so.
Okay. The question now is, that means you will also be within 3 inches of the objective.
Yes, sir. And maybe at point blank range.
Yes, I think you have 1 guy within point blank range, which is your...
This guy is at point blank range.
Yes, not the other one. So he will be rolled separately. And I don't get any cover.
That's correct.
Wow, maybe I should have positioned 2 of my guys in the woods so that they had 5 up safe from the woods, but then I would not have everybody within super short or
point blank. Within the objective.
Yeah, within the objective. Yeah, well, I would have 1 guy.
Oh, yeah, you could have a conquer line.
I could have pushed 2 guys into the woods and have a save, but then I would not have been within point blank range of these guys, reducing my chance of hitting.
Wow. So as you can see, there are
Lots of things.
Lots of tactics, lots of things to take into account.
And you always think about them after you've already done something.
Yes. Hitting on 2 with the closest assault rifle.
Which is the guy at the corner.
Yes, sir.
And he scores
2 hits.
2 hits.
Hitting on 4 with the assault rifle in the rear.
Yes, sir. 2 shots.
1 hit.
1 hit.
The light machine gun is scoring on 6 because he has moved and he does not have a loader.
So 6s. Oh, you
1
score
hit.
a 6. So that's 4 hits, my dude.
Yes, sir.
But
Killing on 5s.
I only have 3 guys.
Oh, you only have 3 guys, so I only get to kill 3 of yours.
Killing on 5s.
Oh, just
only
1.
1, which means I cannot fail that test.
No. Which one would you like to remove? There are patrons involved.
Yeah, take the guy in the middle.
This guy?
Yes.
You mean Gandolfi?
Gandolfi, I'm sorry you bit the dust, but you did stay in for the whole of the game.
Yes, sir, and this actually concludes the game.
It's now turn 6, there are no more order dice left. The game
correct.
is officially over after 6 turns.
No one managed to take the observation point thingy.
That is correct.
In time, so no one gets the main objective, but I win on tiebreaker. And the game would, or the battle would have continued, but the game ends here.
Yeah.
And that's how you play bolt action.
So next time we'll bring in some reinforcements and
some vehicles.
show you some more stuff.
All the advanced rules, like
Yes.
indirect fire from mortars, snipers, all the goodies.
Cool.
Thanks
So-
for watching, guys. And you know what to do with subscribing and liking and stuff. And yeah, what do you want to say, Sven?
Keep playing. Play Bolt Action. It's a very,
Yeah.
very fun and cool game. Has a great tournament scene all across the world.
Yes, sir.
So get in touch with your local club or stuff and try to get them to try Bolt Action if they aren't already playing it. And if you are in Norway, you're always welcome to come to Moss and visit us.
Yes, sir.
And play against the dice gods of Moss.
Yes, sir. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.